Have you ever heard someone tell you just post, just get started, just do it, all these types of things, and they make it seem like that's just that easy. Now, a lot of times in life, we would have tried to do something and maybe it worked or didn't, but there's still that start, the whole get started doing it, just start walking before you can run. And people give you that advice and they say it, but how do you actually do it? What I want to do today is I've already given you 3 easy stories that you can tell, but what about actually telling them and posting to the public? One of the things that I had to do because I procrastinated a really long time with making videos because I wanted thumbnails. You might be worried about, well, what about thumbnails? What about the way that I write? I'm not a good writer. What about ChatGPT? What about sounding too stilted? What about if it'll connect with the audience in the first place? What is it that I can say, should say? How do I say it? What about the camera that I'm using? I'm filming on an iPhone 13 Pro, or maybe not Pro. I'm filming on that and sitting in my backyard here in Austin, Texas. And the reason I'm doing this is because I've noticed authentic videos where it's just the person, no makeup, you don't have to be fancy, you don't have to have a lot of cuts or edit. In the coaching program that I'm in, they have started noticing the rise of anti-AI videos, just regular people going on walks, talking to the camera, just sitting down and talking about what's on their heart, something that the younger generation or the older version of themselves needs to hear, something they wish someone had told them. And one of the reasons for doing a 7 video in 7 day or 30 videos challenge is to get over the hump of perfectionism and overthinking, to get everything out of your way so that you can just post. And I'm getting 0 views on these videos outside of family members. And actually what you want to do is not have family members in the YouTube algorithm and on all the platforms. They don't look at who follows you. They take a small subset of who actually watches the video, and if that person watches to the end, then they shop it around to more people who exhibit that behavior. So if you have grandma and your other family and those types of people looking at these initial videos that you do or your posts or email, is not really giving you true data because that's not necessarily your target audience. So the goal of me posting isn't to get views, it's not to get subscribers, it's not beg people to like and subscribe. Number one, I think it should be just to get your message out into the world so that you can figure out what works for you, what feels natural and comfortable, what you're compelled to do. So in today's video, what I want to do is give you the 3rd type of video. And if you haven't watched my previous videos, we talked about I almost like the just start challenge or the just post challenge. It's can you just sit down no matter how long it takes and just talk to people about something you're passionate about, that you talk to a lot of people about, something that questions that you often have to answer, those types of things, just to get over the hump and get through the process of actually posting a video. And I gave you an origin story, outlaw story, and phoenix story, types of stories that you can tell that are pretty simple, because the first step is to find something old, this old thing method is, I guess, what I'm calling it. This is my origin story. This is about me and a belief that I had in the world that started at a young age. And the point about that and the this old thing method is you grab something that you have kept around the house, memorabilia, a shirt, a hat, a trophy, a win, something that you've kept. That's why business owners keep their first dollar made. Not because it's the money, because it represents a point in time where you conquered something, where you learned something that was a big deal to you. And so you might have a picture of your grandma that you've had that was your favorite moment in life. I believe that if you were to take the things that you have in your house right now, on your desk at work, something that has gone from move to move to move, you would naturally tell an authentic story that connects with people. You don't have to overthink it. You don't have to do any of that. I can pick up this and tell so many stories and memories about being a child and why this is a 40-year-old thing that I've kept, move after move after move. There's a reason psychologically why we hold on to certain things, and I would guarantee that there's some type of memory that has shaped who you are, and that's why you have this old thing. So what we're going to do, and what I want you to start doing, is to grab something that you have in your attic, in a drawer, in your desk, at your bedside, on a mantle, and tell a story about it. The reason I'm giving you categories is just so that when you pick it up, you can think, is this a young belief that I had about the world, something that cemented what I believe about people? Maybe that's a birth of an origin story. Is it an outlaw story, something that was more about a time where you felt shamed or fearful, or you didn't think you could do something? It's a rejection of the world's beliefs about you that you said, you know what, I'm going to do it anyway. And you change the course of your life by taking on a challenge. Maybe it's a phoenix story, the roughest time you've ever had in your life, where maybe like me, you were on your knees and praying and saying, God help me. because I've got nothing else. I can't do it. This shouldn't be life. And maybe just like me, you didn't even want to be here anymore. And that turn is what every audience, any human being in the world is going to resonate with. You're going to help someone that day by just telling that Phoenix story. So I told you about this one is about this is my outlaw story. And you can go see what that's all about. This is my Phoenix story. And if you listen to that, you know what this represents. And do you feel it? How much it hurts? This right here, there's something that you have in your closet, in a box, or out somewhere that's going to resonate with your audience the same way that this did when you know what this moment represented for me. That's what these stories are doing. So I want to invite you. What I'm wearing today, by the way, these are the next round of stories. I'm going to cut this video and go into the next one. But what I wanted to do is to present the Just Post Challenge. I want you to go look and find 3 things and just say, why did I keep this? Why do I still have it? Why did I take it from move to move and house to house, from office to office? Why do I still, it could be a baseball. I've seen people wear the same raggedy hat, the same shirt, the same jeans, the same something, not because it's cheap, not because they're your favorite pair of shoes, but why? Some people, their favorite pair of shoes is something that someone gave them that's very special. Or maybe it's a time that you keep shoes from when you ran in a race and it was your first marathon, your first something. Was it your first something? Maybe that's an origin story. The point isn't to put a label on the stories. The point is to just pick up something and talk about it. Connect with your audience, because I guarantee that it represents something about your life, your grandparents, your mentors, someone who loved you and someone that you loved gave that to you. Some moment in time was special to you. And the goal of the Just Post Challenge is to just tell a story about that product, because whatever it is, the thing is, it represents something in you. And it says more about you than any words that ChatGPT can come up with. It's authentic, it's natural, and I bet you're gonna smile. You might cry, you might tear up, especially on the Phoenix stories, especially on some of the ones that's like an origin, the type of origin story. Maybe you have a fond memory. So all of these stories are emotional, they're joyful, they're sad, but you got through it because you're still here, right? So I want to invite you to join me on the Just Post Challenge. It could be for 3 days, it can be for a week, you can be for 30 days, the way I'm gonna do mine. And I'll tell you once we get through the 6 types of stories: origin, outlaw, Phoenix, the next one's gladiator story, then it's gonna be an artisan story, and the last is a champion story, where you're a champion for the people, where you stood up for someone. What did you stand for and why? So I think this is gonna be fun, but illuminating, and it's gonna be something that we get over that hump of just post. People saying just post. I think that if you have a friend and you wanna do this with them, if you know someone who's been wanting to write that thing or email or do a video on social media and they just need to get started, everyone says get started, just do it, just get started. Well, that's terrifying to some of us, and we don't know what to do or how to do it. The point is to not have fancy thumbnails. In fact, I'm just using YouTube Studio on my phone, and you can pick a thumbnail there. I downloaded CapCut, which is TikTok's app. Their parent company made an app called CapCut. I'm just using that, and I'm editing on the go on my phone and on my iPad by trimming the ends, and that's it. Don't worry about filler, the ums and ahs, or anything like that, because your story, psychologically, people want to hear the rest of it. They want to know what happened. They want to know what this means. And that's something that's authentically you that AI can't copy ever. And there's going to be something in that story, if people comment, that you may have not even thought that you did or said that touches somebody today. So we have to let fear get behind us if we're going to become the phoenix, the little bird that's going to grow and spread our wings and impact other people. If you truly believe that you have something to share with the world, or you're tired of where you are and you just want to make the video and show it to friends. You don't even have to publish it. But if you publish it, that's going to be the next step in the next you. Whoever you want to become, that's that next step. It's that challenge that you have to get over to say, you know what, this wasn't so bad. My thumbnail might have looked rough. Just take a screenshot from that video, literally on your desktop, screenshot it. That'll be your thumbnail. And in YouTube, you can just pick in the Studio app or CapCut, you can pick any frame to be the thumbnail and then just put some text or no text and a simple title. Don't let anything get in your way. My coaches were saying that the more friction, the less you post. Don't put any friction in the way. Spend 5 minutes, 1 minute, and just talk about the thing, the cup, the mug, the saying, the Bible verse, the phrase, whatever it is. And I encourage you, if you have something that you can show someone, in our minds, they're going to remember it. That's going to be the special thing about this, is in their minds, they're going to remember what it was. So your homework is to go grab something, sit down, if you are like me, you want to make some bullet points about your life and what it was, just to kind of not ramble as much, then you can just follow the progression. Here's where I found it, here's what happened, and here's what I learned, or about myself, about the world. Share that. That's a story. That is. And I think that it's going to be fun on this. So go back through my other videos. I'm going to post this one probably in the middle so that we can all be ready for the rest of the week. And then I'm batch recording maybe 2-3 videos at a time. I'm going to cover the next 3 stories, which is going to be, we already talked about Origin, Outlaw, Phoenix, and now we're going to talk about the Gladiator story, which is one of my favorite stories ever. And then from there, we'll take the other 2. So put in the comments, what do you think a gladiator story is? What do you think that means? Is it just David versus Goliath? Really? Is it? Because you might be surprised about what I'm about to say. So I will see you in the comments so that you can get caught up if you want to, or at least post one video. Put the link, let me know where it is. I'll go check it out and put a little like yay or something there, because we're all in this together. And my friends are wanting to do this. And I think a lot of us have the same challenges by trying to, people telling us just post, and we don't know what to post, what to say, how to say it. But there's something that compels you. Pick the item around your house, whether it's a sweatshirt, put on the hat, whatever it is, just pick it, the one that speaks to you the most. Maybe the one you've told stories about before and people said, wow, that's really interesting. It could be an accident that you got into and this was something that gave you hope. So whatever feeling that you're feeling, that's the right one. Just pick it and talk about it. That's the point of these first few videos. And if you have any questions, comments, need any tips, any advice, anything like that, I'll be in the comments. I'm on a handful of social media channels. God, don't tag me. I'm probably not even there. Just leave it in the comments and I'll talk to you. But I'm going to film the rest of these videos and I'll see you in the comments and hopefully in your next video.